Barcelona's travel list for a trip to Newcastle has a headline grabber tucked among the names: 15-year-old Ebrima Tunkara, the La Masia youngster whose rise has accelerated into a continental call-up. On the same charter that carries Hansi Flick's senior squad and Paul Planers' juvenile group, Tunkara sits as the youngest member of an expedition built to save costs, but also to expose youth talent to the club's bigger rhythms. Being named for a youth league fixture is on paper a simple administrative step, but in practice it becomes a test, a public measurement of whether a boy who joined La Masia in 2018-19 can match physicality and pace against opponents commonly 3 years his senior. Born in 2010 and scouted as a standout by Albert Puig, Tunkara has been tracked for years inside the academy. Coaches point to his rare blend of imposing physical presence for his age coupled with technical control that lets him dominate small spaces. Those attributes have pushed him through youth categories faster than usual. Those who work with him insist there is no rush. Development at Barcelona is deliberate, each step monitored by medical staff, technical coaches and path to first team planners. Yet the tension is real. When a teenager shows readiness, the club must decide whether to shelter or accelerate. Playing in the youth league against older, tougher opponents offers a middle ground, exposure without the full weight of senior expectations. The Newcastle assignment will be revealing. Scouts from across Europe and internal analysts will pass his positioning, decision-making under pressure, and how he copes with physical duels. Will his technique hold when space is tight? Can he keep composure as the tempo spikes? Early indicators from his juvenile debut suggest he reads the game well and has a maturity in his movements uncommon in players his age, but indicators are not guarantees. For a club that has long marketed itself on cultivated talent, every prodigy's progress becomes part of a larger narrative, a reminder that La Masia aims to produce fully formed professionals, not just headline-grabbing teenagers. But the economics and competitive pressures of modern football also shape decisions. A player who can already perform at a high youth level represents both sporting promise and potential transfer value, and both of those realities will influence how quickly he is exposed to tougher tests. Paul planners and the academy staff must balance caution with opportunity. Giving minutes in the youth league can accelerate learning while allowing coaches to monitor physiological responses and recovery. The support around Tunkara will be meticulous, training loads adjusted, match minutes calibrated, and feedback loops tightened so each outing is a diagnostic as much as an education. For Ebrima personally, the trip to Newcastle is a rite of passage. It is the first time he will be tested beyond local or national competitions at a continental level. Those 3 extra years in the opponent's average age translate into tougher tackles, faster transitions, and less time on the ball. How he adapts in those moments will tell whether he is a late bloomer who needs time or a precocious talent who can handle accelerated challenges. Beyond individual evaluation, this call-up sends a message to La Masia peers. Potential can be rewarded with responsibility. It also reminds Barcelona supporters that the pipeline still produces intrigue and that rebuilding through youth remains part of the club's identity. Whether Tunkara becomes a first-team fixture or another promising name in a long list of academy stories will depend on 1,000 small decisions over the next months. When the whistle blows in Newcastle, the immediate scoreboard will matter, but the real scorecard for Tunkara will be minutes learned, duels survived, and composure retained. If he thrives, Barcelona will have another piece to shape for the future. If he struggles, the academy's cautious engineering will reset and protect him. Either way, this trip is a crucial chapter in a young life and a sober reminder that talent must always be tended carefully if it is to grow into something legendary.